Alright, y'all, so one of the coolest characters to come to Dokkan Battle is Super Villain God Vegeta from Xenoverse 2. And yeah, again, this is really awesome, man. I'm very excited to show this guy off here. We have him at Rainbow, of course. We're just gonna use this power server. It is what it is here. So I do have him with just like equips, schooling, level 10s, everything like that. And all the other characters I have built pretty much as I would on my own account, they're all also just like max dupes. It's not newly max dupe anyway, so who cares at this point? Now, the thing about this Super Villain God Vegeta is that he wants to be on the crossover team ideally. And the crossover team actually gets 30% reduction before attacking when he's in the Super Villain form. Now, when he transforms into just normal God Vegeta, he no longer like has that restriction, but that is something to consider for these like, you know, shorter fights, right? We're in Bio Broly right here. We'll just see how things go. Let me actually turn off the animations there for now. We don't really need the extra ones. Now, Bio Broly's likely going to super there, so I'm just going to put AGO UI here. That should be all good. We have God Vegeta sitting in the middle. Look at this battle motion, by the way. It looks really amazing. So this guy's at 642,000 defense. Now this guy does actually, on his intro animation, get 30% reduction for 3 turns and 300% defense. And he also has a baseline 30% reduction as well. So this guy has about 60% damage reduction, which looks pretty good to me. Then when he's attacking, he actually does get 250% defense. So again, that's going to allow his numbers to shoot up a pretty significant amount, honestly. If we go ahead and do the math right here, he does shoot up to 2.2 mil defense by just that. Then he also has his super attack effects. So his 18 key is a 100% raise. So that 2.2 mil defense shoots up to 4.4. And he no longer has a defense raise on his 12 key, as he no longer as if he did in the first place, right? But again, so he's at about 4.4, 4.5 mil defense here with the 60% damage reduction. That means he could live about 10 mil super attack range, right? Which early game, not like we have to worry about that too much. Again, he has the 5 to 10 key randomly, so he's actually pretty decent with key, honestly. Like, I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue. He has a guaranteed additional super attack and many other things. Now, the only issue with this God Vegeta is that he does want to receive an attack to launch an additional super attack. And then if the enemy launches a super attack at him, he does even another additional super. So there's a lot of damage we could be leaving off the table here. But this Bio Broly does stun. So because of that, we can't really put this guy in the first slot, right? That's just the only unfortunate thing. It's just not really a thing we're going to go ahead and be able to do. Because he doesn't have like the nullification. Now maybe in other fights we would be able to. We'll see like if we get any limited time events, but I'm not really sure if that's going to be a thing. So we're at a 37 mil attack stat. I feel like that's like pretty right. It's not something too crazy. To a 24 mil attack stat right here. But I'm still like taking that for sure, considering that he could do a lot of these supers potentially. I mean, we could theoretically have seen 2 more super attacks here if Bio Broly himself wasn't really a stunning boss. If we're ever going to be against a boss that we could just like place God Vegeta in slot 1, especially on a crossover team, that could be really nice. But the big issue is the crossover team is just not going to be good right now. Like, the crossover team is just a bit too weak. I might do a video on the crossover team if we get those Xenoverse EZAs, which I do expect. Like, all those Xenoverse characters in the shop will get Extreme Z Awakenings. Like, it doesn't make sense for them not to get Extreme Z Awakenings, right? And again, we can go ahead and take a look here at the Xenoverse link specifically. But here, I do expect, like, again, these characters that will be in the shop are all going to get their EZAs. I mean, we have the Xeno Trunks here, we have Toa Mira, and then we even have the Super Villain Jiren, which, you know, I think they're all, like, good generally, like even Jiren for a free-to-play character. But I expect AGL Xeno Trunks, Physical Xeno Trunks, and Demigra, Tech Toa, Physical Mira. Like, I do expect them all to get Extreme Z Awakenings. That'll help the crossover team quite a bit. Crossover, maybe. I mean, a lot of people are hoping that we get the Heroes EZAs. What if we get a new hero unit next week? Like, so a lot of people bring up like, okay, there's like really good like theories out there like that are hinting at a Goku Day release for the next release, which means that maybe we get a Goku crossover character, like a Gohan crossover character. That's how people bring up maybe that's where we can get heroes. It is technically the Xenoverse 2 collab though, so maybe I saw a theory of what if we get the blue Goku and future Gohan where they fought against all the Janemba clones, and that could be an LR. That could be really cool. If it's a tag character, they would be on Realm of Gods and everything like that, which would help this Vegeta still. It would actually allow them to fit the 220% leader skill, because again, if you look at Vegeta's leader skill, he gives the extra 50% to Time Traveler's Realm of Gods. I'm not sure if either of those would be on Time Travelers. I mean, this Vegeta specifically is on Time Travelers, of course, because I think if you like brings them over to like that section of time in Battle Gods era. But that's pretty much it. I mean, beyond that, I would say, yeah, I mean, honestly, that's what I would want. Like the blue Goku future Gohan tag, I think that'd be really good. But even if it's like from Xenoverse, as long as they're like displaced in time, they would fit the full leader skill, because this Vegeta does lead crossover. But a more Realm of Gods buffs could be really nice too, right? And again, God Vegeta just really needs like another crossover character for this Realm of Gods team. That'd be good too, because there's not really much overlap between crossover and Realm of Gods for the most part. Like we have like the Supreme Kais, like Supreme Kai time and stuff, but that's really it. Eos is another character, but she's not really that great right now, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll have Vegeta on turn 3 here. He's not going to look that much different, but we will have Blue Vegeta. Blue Vegeta is going to provide him, what, 70% attack and defense, if I'm not mistaken. We could actually take a double look, because I know Blue Vegeta does give buffs depending on which enemy he's facing. It might only be, actually, is it only Realm of God superclass characters that he's giving the buff to? I think so, huh? The Blue Vegeta doesn't actually support this guy. I had him on the team for Links mostly, but if we take a look here, yeah, Realm of God's 50%, but then 20% to Superclass. So okay, he still does give 50% to this God Vegeta, and he provides him a lot of links. We're getting Royal Lineage, we're getting Warrior Gods here. I think Prepare for Battles from UI is still, yeah, Royal Lineage and Realm of Gods though, plus Super Saiyan. I mean, we're getting a lot of like links right here. I mean, the only link we don't have active is Xenoverse, which is a 20% link, right? And that definitely does help. But this is like looking pretty good already. We just need UI Goku to get his dodges off. We should be fine. Again, look at God Vegeta looking really good with Ki. He doesn't necessarily need a specific amount of like, you know, oh, I need this Ki sphere or anything like that. He does when he goes into the full God Vegeta form, but that's another topic. Actually, no, he does want an STR Ki sphere. He gets 100% attack and disables guard with one or more STR Ki sphere obtained. But again, we should be looking a lot better. Did I get an STR Ki sphere last time? Did I mess that up? I might not have. I mean, the extra 100% attack definitely is useful. I think UI Goku should be able to dodge this early super. We just needed the luck. W luck, okay. Now UI Goku should be max Ki. I mean, yeah. I missed this guy's limit time buffs when he was doing a lot of extra damage, but he's still quite good. I think people like don't realize like UI Goku's like main thing like wasn't changed when he lost his like limited time buffs, or when he gained them even. Like he's still like a really strong slot 1 dodger. He just doesn't do that damage that he once was able to do. Yeah, okay, that's a 67 mil attack. I think I did not grab the STR keys for last time, so we could definitely see a huge difference between grabbing an STR keys for and not. Which does matter, of course, and this guy does not change keyspheres to STR keyspheres, so I think it was good to show him without it and him with it. But look at that. I mean, looks pretty nice to me so far. He's obviously double-digit taking the Bio Broly normal, so that's good. And yeah, 50% support, we definitely take that. So next turn, we will have God Vegeta specifically, like he'll be able to transform. I think we'll have a Blue Evolution Vegeta as well. But yeah, we won't have a crossover character in the same turn, which does suck a little. Okay, Vegeta. Okay, boy. Okay, thanks, Vegeta. We'll have to hop back in, man. All right, so we have Super Villain Vegeta yet again. Now, the one issue with Super Villain Vegeta on this Realm of Gods kind of team is the fact that he actually does not benefit from the UI Goku support. UI Goku support, well, okay. UI Goku does give him a 7% chance to dodge, which, you know, is cool. We'll take that. But UI Goku supports super class allies, then Realm of Gods. It's not Realm of Gods, then super class, which I feel like is pretty dumb. It would be really cool for God Vegeta if he got this 40%, but he does not, because it's super class and then characters who are also Realm of Gods. So that's a bit unfortunate for Vegeta here. We're gonna go ahead and prioritize Vegeta. One other issue with God Vegeta in this Realm of Gods team is, dude, that list sounds really cool, is the fact that Blue Goku here does not get his full passive without a feature saga. So Blue Goku right here is actually missing out on 20% dodge, 10% reduction, and the additional super. Now, is he gonna be worried about a super attack here? No. Is he gonna be worried about normals? No. Like, we're fine still, but, you know, it's something I want to bring up. Now, God Vegeta does have a pretty easy active skill condition. It is just turn 4, which is nice, right? Turn 4, I guess I should clarify, as long as there's another crossover Realm of Gods ally in the same turn, or crossover Realm of Gods enemy. Otherwise, it is just from the 6th turn, but I mean, you're running this guy in crossover Realm of Gods anyways because of his restrictions he has in his passive. Like, he does want to be ran with Realm of Gods or crossover characters, because of the fact that, like, his intro animation, right? Like, you want to run him on these teams mostly, and it makes sense also with his link set. I mean, he has Warrior Gods, he has, I guess that's really like specifically tied to Realm of Gods, to be fair, but yeah. Alright, God Vegeta, what you got here? So it's a 58 mil attack stat with no support, but grabbing an STR Key Sphere, he of course does disable the guard, to a 40 million attack stat right there. I mean, it's definitely not bad damage. The one thing about God Vegeta that I find really interesting is the fact that he does not have, like, more than a 30% chance to crit. Like, he has, like, nearly no crit. I feel like they could have definitely given this guy more crit in his kit, and it's not like it's like, oh my god, it's too good. He should not have that much crit. Like, no, that's not how that should work. I wonder what I should do here. Because you have just 80%, but then you could build up to the guaranteed. But then at least you have the survive KO. I probably will put you there. We'll keep Int UI though. I guess we'll keep Int UI just cause, and then AGO UI can grab that and keep dodging it some extra key, I guess. Not really that big of a deal. As long as we just don't die, it'd be really nice. Alright, awesome. Okay, we should be good then. I don't really see an issue. Like, obviously, Power Broly's normals are gonna hit hard if he does hit my UI Goku there, but we're good. We get the support now. This turn doesn't really matter, so I will probably just skip next turn, and we'll get like a big God Vegeta turn as well. Alright, UI, you just gotta dodge here, buddy, and we're good. Alright, sweet. Okay, looks good to me. Now we can use God Vegeta's active, and again, this is gonna be a really good turn. We're gonna have everything but the Xenoverse Link active. God Vegeta's active skill does not actually do an attack. It is just the active skill itself, but it does transform him into Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and he'll also gain 50% attack and defense for one turn, which is really nice. We'll probably just use the... Okay, we'll see what we do, but I'm gonna go ahead and I think, well, if I switch over to Blue Vegeta, there's not really a change, so let's go ahead and use this active skill right now. Really cool. We love Vegeta for that, and now we have Super Saiyan God Vegeta, who does create Rainbow Key Spheres. So this guy gets just flat Key 10 right there, which, again, he's very easy to get Key with this guy. He still has basically 60% reduction here. For the first 6 turns, he has 30% reduction here. Then he has 30% damage reduction here. Then before attacking, if there's another crossover Realm of Gods character in the same turn, he actually has another 30% reduction. He gets 300% defense, and then launches an additional attack, super attack specifically. You want an STR Key Sphere as well. Now, if there's a crossover category ally attacking in the same turn, he also nullifies negative effects. Now, we're not going to see that here, so I can't place God Vegeta Slot 1. But if I was able to do that,
God Vegeta would also be getting another additional super attack and a 30% chance to crit, which is only against 60% crit chance. I think this guy could have had higher crit chance for sure. I don't know why they really are like, yeah, we're not going to give him that much crit chance there. And we have, look at this art. This art's so cool. That's why I had this guy in 20 crit, by the way, just because I feel like he doesn't really need the additional that much. And the dodge, I feel like in this realm of God team anyways, I'm going to be running him in slot 2, so that's fine. But yeah, I mean, we'll go ahead and just keep him there. I think I will switch to Blue Vegeta. Blue Vegeta will have the 100% damage reduction. As he receives more of these attacks, that should be fine. I won't use the active skill, even though we'll get stuns. I do want to see just God Vegeta at his full power, just in case, like he could just grab the boss himself. So again, we're going to grab the S tier keys for now. And again, God Vegeta has every single link except for the Xenoverse link, so we're looking good. Blue Vegeta is providing him with the 50% support. Keep in mind, he's also getting 50% attack and defense from his active skill for this turn. So again, we see him at this 1 million defense range pretty much. Let me actually write down this number. 7404. So we know that he gets a ton of defense when attacking. Just the last thing I want to cover here. 250% defense when attacking here. Then he gets, if we look at the super attack effects, 100% defense here with plus the massive raise. So altogether, I mean, his defense is going to shoot up so incredibly high here. It's going to be really nasty. I mean, if you do the math right here, he's at a 7 mil defense range with 60% reduction. Obviously, we live this because it's 100% damage reduction. Like, it is what it is. There we go, W tanking. All right, God Vegeta, what you got for us, buddy? What are we looking like in attack stat-wise? 100 mil attack stat. Looking pretty good for God Vegeta right there on the active skill turn. Bam. He gets another additional super attack guaranteed. This is a 70 mil attack stat. Then we could get one more from the hidden potential system, which we do end up getting, which is an 80 mil attack stat. Bam, look at him just cook. W God Vegeta, man. Actually, oh no, this is the hidden potential system. So the other one was from his passive skill. He does get one guaranteed additional super attack just in his kit, but again, if there's another crossover Realm of God's ally in the same turn, he gets another additional super attack on top of that. Now, we could die here. Blue Vegeta could just like get killed, like for sure. If he doesn't get the dodge on the normals, at least one of the normals he has to dodge. The other one he should be fine against. W dodge, and there we go. We also have UI Goku transforming, so again, we pretty much just win this fight. Like this fight's not really too crazy, but I think that shows what God Vegeta is able to do. Just like on these teams in general. Yeah, I mean, that turn 4 is absolutely crazy. Now, after the turn 4, God Vegeta's not going to be like super mega insane. But I feel like in most of these fights, you're not going to, like at least the ones that are available right now, you're not going to see that happen, like go beyond that 4th turn. Because I feel like, okay, like again, we get to this 5th turn here, we have all these actives. And even if I use last turn's active as well, I probably could have also just killed, these active skills would have killed specifically for sure. I don't know if this kills, but like UI Goku has guaranteed dodge slot 1 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll just kind of end things here. I mean, you guys kind of see the point, how good God Vegeta is. I think he's like a very nice like slot 2 character. That turn 4 damage that he does is really good. It just feels like, you know, like that's like an average Daima Goku turn, you know what I mean? And that's like God Vegeta's pinnacle turn 4. I think that he could have had a little bit more stats before his God transformation, and even post God transformation, his stats aren't gonna go like that crazy higher up. Like they definitely will be more, but it's not gonna be like, oh my god, a massive game changer. In fact, it should be relatively similar. The only real difference is that his 12 key is gonna hit consistently like harder, because it's not like the great chance for the extra raise. And of course his passive skill is just a bit easier, and he has the rainbow keys for changing, which I really do like the rainbow keys for changing. So anyways, let me know what you guys are thinking about God Vegeta. I think he's nice. I like him. People were saying that this guy's bad. He's not bad at all. I actually, he's fun. So we'll see what the crossover team looks like. He could be a lot better in that team potentially, where he could sit in slot 1 with 90% damage reduction. And then he would have, of course, the nullify negative effects.
I mean, any damage reduction support crossover, any tons of multi-turn support crossover will make this guy look absolutely insane. Appreciate y'all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.